Last time I've done videos about Billy Carson, when Billy Carson was exposed against a Christian scholar called Wesley Huff on a podcast. Now, Billy Carson done his best to conceal this debate.
Since the debate, Billy has been busy. First, he showed up at a producer's house at 2:30 in the morning, demanding the footage not to be released. Then he sent a cease and desist letter to a longtime friend.
Billy's trying to sue me. And he's trying to sue me because I got him on a podcast with a real historian who debunked all his BS in terms of Christianity.
Billy Carson is attempting to sue me. For those of you who don't know, I was invited to interact with Billy on a podcast that he agreed to come on. It was not his podcast, where he was notified beforehand who I was and what we'd be talking about. After that debate took place, Billy attempted to suppress the footage. That didn't really work.
But the more he tried to conceal this debate with Wesley Huff, this debate was exposed and it's gone viral.
According to the Sinai Bible, Jesus wasn't crucified in that Bible.
Do you mind if I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
When you say the Sinai Bible, what are you referring to specifically? Refer to the Sinai Bible, would you be referring to Codex Sinaiticus? Like the codex that comes... Okay, that's why I was trying to get some clarification, because I actually have a facsimile, so I have a photocopy of Codex Sinaiticus that I work.
Many people have got their hands in it, and Billy Carson really has been exposed for his false statements made about Christianity.
God had killed over 3 million people in the Bible, and Satan didn't kill anybody. So I said, wait a minute, something's a little off here. He's killing everybody, and Satan didn't kill anybody. And
you think Jesus was an alien?
I think Jesus was half human, half alien.
Who is Jesus to you? In your eyes, who is Jesus?
His name is Yeshua. Jesus is, first, the J is a recent letter. J is not that old. Originally Isus, and that name means Hail Zeus. So you're calling on Zeus when you say Jesus.
I mean, it was completely ludicrous, the claims he was saying about the Lord Jesus Christ and about the Christian faith, when in fact, Billy was using forged manuscripts for his information.
That's just my personal understanding of how I perceived it over many, many years of going through this information and going through all this text.
What we've talked about. So you've researched the text, but when we talked about the crucifixion, everything you cited was either, and I mean with all due respect, false in terms of the Sinai Bible, because Codex Sinaiticus is just a 4th century Greek manuscript of the Gospels that we have today, or they were verified forgeries in terms of the Gospel of Jesus' wife.
You might be right. You may be right on that particular part of the topic, but like
using like the Gospel of Barnabas, and was saying that Jesus had a wife. But on that podcast, thankfully, it was addressed by Wesley Huff, and it was really embarrassing for Billy Carson. He literally looked absolutely speechless in the debate, and he got exposed. But your lies will always get exposed against the truth, which is the truth is Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not creating this video to grill Billy Carson for his shocking claims on Christianity, which he's made a lot of them. And if I was going to do that, I'm telling you the video would be very big, because he has made some ludicrous claims about Jesus Christ. And as well, he's saying that the name Jesus was taken from Hail Zeus.
Is first, the J is a recent letter. J is not that old. Originally Isus, and that name means Hail Zeus. So you're calling on Zeus when you say Jesus.
The old Greek god. What? Which is more lies. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg. He's made so much shocking claims. But thankfully, he's been exposed by Wesley Huff in that podcast debate. And let's hope and pray that many people will be watching this and realize that the claims that he's putting out about Christianity is all lies, as he was using forged manuscripts for his info. And the other theories he came up with, I do not know where they came out of about Christianity. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, welcome to the Preaching Paddy YouTube channel. My name is Sean Clue. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, Billy did claim back in 2010 that he had an alien encounter.
So 2010, I came home. I was working on this big project called Fort Terra Nova, which I built. And Fort Terra Nova, it was on the History Channel. A Countdown to Apocalypse, the Nostradamus episode. And there's nobody there. When I turned around, there were these 2 beings right there.
Get the out of
here. Yeah. And, man, hold on.
Whoa.
Sorry.
No.
What do you have, big freak? Up, man?
No.
And I do have sympathy for that. Now, I don't have sympathy about all the false claims he's put out about Jesus and about Christianity. I'm happy again he's been exposed for that. I do believe the story of him having an encounter with something evil and supernatural back in 2010, as he says in the interview.
Came home, sat down on the couch, and I was just watching ESPN, and all of a sudden the room just turned this lavender color. The TV went and just shut off. And I thought my kids were playing a joke on me, so I look over my left shoulder because the boys lived on this side, the girls lived on that side at the time, and nobody was there. And when I turned around, these two beings were in my face.
I mean, this encounter that happened to him literally turned his world upside down.
I think every person's mission is to go on their own hero's journey. I was working on this huge project. Came home, sat down on the couch, and all of a sudden the room just turned this lavender color. The TV went and just shut off. And when I turned around, these two beings were in my face.
And it sparked him on a quest to explore the topic of aliens and extraterrestrials.
That put me on this path and give me the energy to keep digging to find the truth as to what happened to me and what else is out there.
As he talks about Anunnaki.
We all have one question. Who are the Anunnaki?
He talks about ancient Egypt.
Thoth in the Emerald Tablet says, builded I the Great Pyramid patterned after Earth's force, so that it too might remain through the ages. This is Hermes Trismegistus, 3 times born. Hermes and Thoth are the same exact person. You find.
And he talks about so many different topics and theories, and about intergalactic wars in space with the Anunnaki.
At a time there was a war that went on, disagreements happened, the Golden Age began to fall, and these beings, these advanced beings, started going to war against each other for control and domination of humans and resources on this planet and other planets as well in our solar system. One of them being the moon and Mars.
But the way he does convey his messages is very convincing. And the fact is, he has over 500,000 followers. So, and as well as that, he has wrote a couple of books. Woke doesn't mean broke. And he had a bestseller called Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. So it does seem to be a guy who knows his stuff about aliens and extraterrestrials, which I know that aliens and extraterrestrials is not true. But many people following Billy Carson doesn't know that aliens and extraterrestrials is not true. They believe in Billy Carson.
Every person on this planet is an alien. Even our planet itself is an alien. Scientists just discovered something interesting. I've never talked about this yet on the podcast, and you guys can look this up. Our Milky Way galaxy is pretty interesting because it's absorbing another galaxy.
And unfortunately, they are being deceived like Billy Carson is as well. Now, this encounter that Billy Carson had in 2010 when he said he had a visit by aliens and extraterrestrials while he was watching TV, and it did turn his world upside down. And I do believe he believes he had that encounter, and I do believe that he could have had a supernatural encounter that literally changed his whole perspective on his existence and explored the false narrative of aliens. Now, I had an encounter as well back in 2013 that, fortunately for me, I found Jesus Christ, and I didn't go deeper down the rabbit hole like Billy has about aliens. Me in 2013 had a very freaky experience when I went to bed one night, and I remember the fear and the evil I felt in the room was beyond flesh and blood. I knew I was in the presence of pure evil. I closed my eyes. As I closed my eyes, I got into a conversation with something that was extremely evil, that was beyond this world, and I was fully convinced I was talking to an alien. Words was exchanged between me and what I thought at the time was an alien, but now I know it was a fallen angel, and it was frightening. And I knew I was talking to something that was powerful, and I knew I was talking to something that was evil. And I really knew that I was in big trouble because I didn't believe in Jesus Christ. I didn't believe in God. I believed in aliens, and my experience was extremely evil. But thankfully after that, it was revealed in time that it was a demon fallen angel as a born again Christian, as God revealed things along the way, planted seeds in me to show me that this was demonic. This encounter that I had, as I came across people who told me about Jesus Christ and God, watched YouTube videos of an atheist who encountered the devil, and he didn't even believe in God or the devil, but led him to Christ. So there was many avenues God was using to show me that this was demonic and these were fallen angels, that now thankfully I'm a born again Christian and gave my life to Jesus Christ. But Billy Carson, on the other hand, after this supernatural experience, that he believes himself of aliens, was in fact fallen angels and demons, and has led him on a quest to explore this topic. And is deceived him. And why that's deceived him? He's been used to deceive millions because he's so convincing about his topics, about anarchy, about ancient civilization, about aliens in our universe. He's really convincing. He's been on Joe Rogan podcast. You know, he's wrote books. He's got such a big following and people are following this guy. And if I didn't come to Jesus Christ, or I didn't become a born again Christian, I would have been one of those guys who would be following Billy Carson. And many people are following this guy because he's very influential. He's a very influential guy. And as well, he's very confident the way he expressed himself, and especially the way he was expressing himself about the false statements made about Jesus Christ being an alien. I mean, come on, that's completely shocking and blasphemous. Jesus Christ is God made manifest in the flesh.
Thy name. The scripture says, great is the mystery of godliness, that Christ was manifest in the flesh.
That came from heaven, that came from another dimension, yes, which heaven is, but he is not an alien. And the fact is that Billy Carson is denying the divinity of Jesus Christ and putting out false lies and rubbish. And let's get real here, he's putting out a lot of it, but he was thankfully exposed. But I do have sympathy with his encounter that he claims to have had. I believe he believes he did, and I believe he possibly well could have had that encounter, that he believes that was aliens, and now that is driven him to prove to the world that aliens and extraterrestrials are real and that Christianity and religion is a lie. But the truth is, the only truth in the world is Jesus Christ. And unfortunately for Billy Carson, he is stuck in deception and he's stuck in the lie. And I pray that after this debate with Wesley Huff, that he will come to realization of the truth of Jesus Christ, that these aliens he believes in, the anarchy, all this is all fallen angels, it's all demonic. So I hope he does come to the truth, because the Bible does say in Isaiah 4:6 that people perish over lack of knowledge. And the fact that Billy Carson had this encounter and believes it was aliens, because the devil targets people who does not know the truth. Like me, he can deceive us, but you're in God, you're in the gospel, you know, many Christians are aware that these people believe that these aliens, they're in fact fallen angels, they're demons. There's a spiritual world above us, and people that believe that aliens are coming from different galaxies and going back to their galaxy and are watching us, it's all lies, it's all fallen angels, it's all demonic. And it's a great deception in mankind in the 21st century. And it's getting bigger. And with Billy Carson, a guy like him, he has really helped that. As again, I do hope that he comes to the truth of Jesus Christ. And I hope that people are following will realise that this is complete rubbish, it's nonsense, and will come to Jesus and realise that aliens are demons, fallen angels. You know, that you never find truth in that. It's all negative, it's all demonic. It's this fallen angel thing, and what Billy Carson is in, you know, it's sad, and we hope he does come to Jesus. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Do hope to see you soon. Till then, be blessed.